Hey guys, what's up? It's Preach bringing you another Call of Duty World War II gameplay, and I've got some guests with me today. You've seen my other videos already, then you've heard me talk about guys at church that like playing Call of Duty, like video games, and wanted to watch these videos, and the reason that I made my channel. So, we had church this morning. This is a Sunday that we're recording this on, and they decided to come back to the house with me. We had some lunch, and I've been doing the video editing and for this video right here, and they wanted to see how that process worked, so I've got them here with me today. We'll probably actually get on, play some split screen a little bit later, and let them play Call of Duty with me here at the house on my setup. So on my right over here, which is going to be on your left of the screen, is Ethan.
Hey guys.
And on my left, your right of the screen, is Eli.
What's up?
Eli is 17,
Yep.
right? And you're a junior?
Yep.
Junior in high school. Ethan is 15.
Yeah, about to be 16 in March.
And what grade?
10th grade.
So he's a sophomore in high school. And these guys, of course, you know how it is. Some of you guys watching this are probably the same age, but we all love video games. So these guys wanted to play, and we needed to get some clean videos out here for them. So I've got some gameplay you guys are watching right now. This first map, I've got 3 different maps here for you. This first one, some sniping on Gustav, having some fun, and then hadn't been playing with submachine guns and stuff very much, but decided that I have been struggling on Point Duhok. That is a map that is very, very hard for me to snipe on. I'm just not quite good enough. And so I decided to bust out the SMG for it for a gameplay last night, actually. And it went pretty well. So I decided to go ahead and throw it in this video. But got some stuff I want to talk to you guys about. You guys have met these guys now. They're going to stick with us for the whole video. They haven't actually watched any of this gameplay, really. So if you catch their reactions to it, whatever, while they're watching, hopefully they enjoy it as well, because they're seeing this before you guys see it, but they're seeing it as we record this. Big thought right now. Road to Diamond. I've been trying to get... I didn't even pay attention to camouflages. I didn't really care at first. So I was pretty much only using the car until they nerfed it. And then I started using the Springfield, and hadn't really used the Lee Enfield much other than the video that I made where I proceed to whine about the gun for 7 or 8 minutes and complain like a little girl, because I hate it. But other than that, I hadn't really used it very much, and I watched Sprat's video on Road to Diamond and was like, man, that camo looks sick. I want that on my guns. I want that on my sniper rifles, so I decided to go for it. And I just started doing it this week. I like that little no-scope there. Hope you guys enjoyed this music in the background, by the way. Brent Mason, one of my favorite guitarists of all time. He is amazing. Eli's a guitarist. Ethan over here plays piano and drums. Eli plays piano also and bass. And I play guitar and occasionally touch the other instruments and pretend I have any idea what I'm doing.
Yeah,
but I don't. Oh, thanks. But guitar I can do, so I will just stick with that, hopefully, for these guys' sake. But it's fun to get together with these guys and play music, and it's nice now to have these video games, just more stuff we can all do together. You know, we get together, play ball in the summer, we do all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of fun hanging out with these guys. But anyway, back to this whole Road to Diamond thing. Lee Enfield. Getting the 100 one-shot kills took obviously longer than with the Springfield and with the car, because that was a nice little quick scope. Because its one-shot kill radius is so small. It's, I mean, pretty much upper torso only. And I know you guys that are better snipers than me, it happens more often, but I caught myself with the Lee Enfield having to hard scope instead of quick scope a little bit more to get those 100 kills on one-shot kills. Payback medals, not really a problem. That just kind of happens in the flow of the game. The 5, I still do not have done. I've got 3 Bloodthirsties where you're using your gun only with the Lee Enfield. I just don't play with it very often. The gameplays that I have with it, just for the most part, they're not the best. So that said, I don't have it to gold yet, but that's the only thing I have left to do are those two. Then the Carabin. Let's talk about the Carabin, okay? The gun is junk. Don't use it. Unless you're trying to do Road to Diamond, there is zero reason to use the Carabin. It's hands down, maybe, probably the worst sniper rifle that I've ever used in a video game. Two-shot kills pretty much all the time. The occasional headshot will get you a one-shot kill. Now, I could go use it in hardcore. It is one-shot kills, just like pretty much everything else is in hardcore. And that's how I got my 100 kills, 100 one-shots with it, was using it in hardcore. The problem for me with this, and why I'm having a hard time, I've only got 2 of the, what's the word I'm looking for here, guys? Bloodthirsties. I've only got 2 of the Bloodthirsties with that gun because of the one-shot kill. And on hardcore, I am not good enough to quickscope. And I mentioned that a little bit in the last video, but because every bullet, or every gun, only takes 1 bullet to, me and my teammate shooting at each other there for a second, but every gun only takes 1 bullet pretty much to kill somebody. You can just get shots off. That was bad shooting on my part. You can just get shots off so much faster with almost any other gun compared to sniper rifles. So I have a very hard time quickscoping while trying to play hardcore. I get killed too soon. So I've only got 2 Bloodthirsties with that gun. So hopefully within this next week or so, I can get some gameplays done and get the Road to Diamond so that I can do an all-diamond sniper video for you for my video next week. So speaking of next week, that's something I want to talk to you guys about too. I know that I'm only getting a video out here once a week right now, and I would love to produce more content than that. The way it just happens to be right now, I've got a full-time job. I've got to go to it. You know, I've got church. Like this past week, we were in revival at our church. We had church every single night of the week. And, you know, that's 2 or 3 hours of my evening after work. And priorities, guys. Church, God, way more important than a video game. Way more important than me making a video for you. I have got to go and do what I can for God and live for Him, serve Him, worship Him, and take my time to go hear preachers preach His Word as opposed to making these videos. With that said, hopefully on the weeks that I don't have things like that going on, I can try to get some more content out, but Saturday is pretty much the day that I get to play this game. And so a lot of these videos are going to be Saturday afternoon, evening, or Sunday afternoon that I'm posting these videos, because that's when I finally get a chance to sit down to play the game and get these gameplays. Hopefully one of these days I'm in a position to where I can play, you know, 20, 30, 40 hours a week on this game and give you guys some amazing gameplay. I can get to where I'm better at the game because of playing that much, and I can produce more videos. You know, I love that guys like Sprat have a video every single day, but it is also his job. It's where he makes his living, so he's able to do that. You know, he can produce that content because it's what he's getting paid to do. I've got to go to work, and that's, I enjoy my job, so it's not a complaint by any means, but I would love to hopefully one of these days be able to do that for you. New DLC dropped this past week. A lot of you guys have probably played it. I have it downloaded, but I have not played a single match on it yet, because when I've gotten on, I've been getting on with those friends that I mentioned in that last video that I met from Louisiana. Been trying to get on at the same time as them, and they do not have it purchased yet, so we haven't been able to play it. They're purchasing it, I believe they said next Monday, so we will be able to get on, play that. So hopefully I'll bring you some new gameplay from the new maps, the new DLCs. I've watched Sprat's live streams on them, on his Twitch. By the way, if you guys don't follow Sprat on Twitch, I highly suggest you do so. He's hands down the best sniper I've ever seen, and he's really entertaining. And his channel actually stays
Oh.
very, very clean. He is actually discussing that in his live stream the other day about how he likes to keep everything clean, no cussing, no vulgarity, things like that. And that's something I really appreciate, obviously, with the position that I'm in.
Definitely.
But
Oh, that was awesome.
the new maps, they look amazing. They look absolutely fantastic. I'm excited about being able to play them. Just different layout. They don't really, from what I've watched, they don't strike me as even anywhere remotely similar. This guy knifed me right here. I was so upset. Little bayonet charge to kill that kill streak. But a little payback action there. The maps, they don't remind me of these maps at all, and to me that's a good thing. Some of these maps are good, but it's not my favorite Call of Duty maps here in World War II, and I'm really looking forward to these new DLC ones. Something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. I mentioned using tactical button layout a little bit in my last video, and I was talking to these guys about this a little bit earlier today. But that tactical, being able to push R3 to crouch, is fantastic for drop shotting, which you see me do quite a bit, especially in this gameplay with the SMG. I use it way more running SMGs and assault rifles than I do running a sniper rifle. I wish I didn't die right here. This is so depressing. I don't like that that's how this video ends, or that gameplay ends. 31-6, you can't see the deaths because my camera's in the way, but 31-6 is what that match was. But I have also been playing lately, I've been playing Flipped. And so, can one of you guys grab one of my PlayStation controllers?
Which one?
Any of them, I don't care which one. That top drawer up there. I'm going to show you guys what I mean by Flipped. Most of you probably already know, but just in case there's somebody that doesn't. When you're looking, this webcam is confusing to me. I always move the wrong direction at first. But normally, your right trigger, so that's going to be on your left in the video, is your fire. And your left trigger, your R2 and L2, that's your aim and your fire, your ADS and fire. Flipped moves it up to the bumpers. It's a little bit better reaction time. You don't have as long of a squeeze. It's actually more comfortable for me holding the controller. And then I cannot afford a scuff, but I've been wanting to start doing jump shots. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time, especially now that I've been watching a lot more of Sprat's content and the amount of sick, crazy jump shots that he gets with a sniper rifle.
Awesome.
And so I can't afford a scuff. I don't have the paddles on the back. So I found out that I can play flipped, tactical, bumper jumpers. So bumper jumper, usually your bumper on top is going to be your jump button. But I have it flipped, so now it's my L2, so on your right on the screen, is my jump. So I can scope in and jump with these two fingers here, and then fire with this one here, while crouching by pressing down my R3. Awesome, awesome button layout to not have to go spend any extra money to be able to keep my thumbs on the joysticks and aim and still jump. There was a couple times in the gameplay that I used it with the SMG. I still haven't gotten the hang of it with snipers very much yet. I've tried to do it a couple times. It's been epic fails. It's just something that's going to take some practice, but I'm excited about working on it and practicing. I went in and did it against bots just to kind of get the hang of the buttons, and I was getting there with that. But mostly it's just going to be timing, understanding situations where it's useful, and getting the hang of that. It's just like if anything else, there's always going to be a learning curve.
Save that.
I totally saved my teammate's life right there, and that's one of those guys from Louisiana that I play with. And as soon as I hit that shot,
awesome.
he was on headset, and he was like, dude, thank you so much. I said, no problem, man, I got your back, as long as I don't die first. That happens a lot to me in this game. How much time do we got left in this? We've got about a minute and a half. Do you guys have any thoughts on any of this stuff? Any of these videos? Any of the music playing? I know this guy loves this stuff.
Oh, yeah. All I can say is World War II is just awesome. I will say the first time I came to look at it, I saw Ali on YouTube play some of his videos.
Ali is awesome.
Yeah, and I saw him play the whole campaign through. But when I came over to Trevor's, the preacher's house, and checked out the multiplayer. I mean, it's just great. All the guns, except for the Lee Enfield that he's been talking about. But I will say it's just a great game.
He's talking about Allier. Allier produces some awesome content, and Exclusive Ace. Those are two dudes I love to watch their stuff. If you guys haven't watched Exclusive Ace's stuff, he has a series called Maps Exposed that shows lines of sight and all these different maps and stuff. Phenomenal video. Will change your gameplay, especially if you struggle knowing where to go on the map, knowing what angles to take, what lines of sight you can see. It is a fantastic series, so shout out to Allier. I encourage you guys to go watch that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this gameplay. I wanted to bring you something that didn't have Sniper in it, with that middle gameplay, especially with it going as well as it did. I died a few more times than I probably should have in it. But all in all, several really good gameplays right here that I had a lot of fun playing, a lot of fun making, and these are actually all 3 from last night playing with those guys. So it was a lot of fun. Shout out to Fade Grips again. Thank you for the sponsorship. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Hope you liked meeting Ethan and Eli over here. They are brothers, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. As always, follow me on Twitter, like and subscribe. Love you all. Preach out.
See ya.